The Stoic philosopher Epictetus once said, "The key is to keep company only with people who uplift you, whose presence calls forth your best." Think about that for a moment. Your habits, your mindset, your confidence, even your future, can all be shaped by the people you spend the most time with. Most people worry about making more money, becoming successful, or finding happiness. But very few stop to ask a much more important question. Who is influencing my life every single day? Because not everyone who enters your life comes to help you grow. Some people slowly drain your energy. Some destroy your peace. Some quietly pull you away from the person you're trying to become. And the dangerous part? Many of these people don't look dangerous at all. They may be friends, family members, co-workers, or even someone you've trusted for years. Today, we'll explore 7 dangerous types of people Stoicism warns us about and how to protect your peace without becoming bitter or hostile. Because Stoicism isn't about hating people. It's about recognizing who deserves access to your mind. Before we begin, if you enjoy Stoic wisdom and personal growth content, make sure to subscribe and turn on notifications. Now let's begin. Number 1. The chronic complainer. Have you ever spent just 10 minutes around someone who complains about everything? The weather is bad. The government is bad. Their job is bad. The food is bad. Life is bad. Nothing is ever enough. At first it may seem harmless, but over time their negativity begins to infect your thinking. It's like sitting in a room with a slow gas leak. You don't notice the damage immediately, but eventually it affects you. Stoicism teaches that problems should lead to action, not endless complaints. Imagine working with someone who spends every meeting pointing out what's wrong but never offers a solution. Soon the team's energy drops. Motivation disappears, progress slows, and frustration spreads. Marcus Aurelius reminded us, you have power over your mind, not outside events. The chronic complainer does the opposite. They surrender their power by focusing entirely on what they cannot control. The Stoic response? Don't absorb their negativity. If possible, limit your exposure. If you can't avoid them, mentally separate yourself from their emotional storm. Listen without carrying their burden. And whenever possible, guide the conversation toward solutions. Because your peace is too valuable to be sacrificed to someone else's endless dissatisfaction. Number 2, the drama creator. Some people don't just attract drama. They manufacture it. Every week there's a new conflict, a new enemy, a new crisis, a new story. Being around them feels like standing near a fire that never stops spreading. At first, their life may seem exciting, but eventually you realize you're constantly exhausted. One day, they're angry at a friend. The next day, they're fighting with family. Then suddenly they want you to pick a side. And before you know it, you're involved in problems that were never yours. Stoics understood something important. Not every battle deserves your participation. A wise person knows when to walk away. When dealing with drama creators, avoid becoming their judge, lawyer, or rescuer. Instead, listen calmly. Offer perspective, but refuse to be pulled into the chaos. As Seneca observed, he suffers more than necessary who suffers before it is necessary. Many drama creators spend their lives creating future problems before they even exist. Don't let their storms become your storms. Number 3, the Naysayer. Every dream has enemies. Sometimes those enemies are outside. Sometimes they're sitting right beside you. The Naysayer always has a reason why something won't work. Want to start a business? Too risky. Too risky. Want to change careers? Too late. Want to improve your life? Impossible. Their words sound practical, but beneath the surface is a constant stream of doubt. And doubt is dangerous, not because it's true, but because it's contagious. Imagine planting a seed. Every day someone tells you it won't grow. Eventually you stop watering it, not because the seed was bad, but because their negativity convinced you to quit. Epictetus taught, "We have 2 ears and 1 mouth, so that we may listen twice as much as we speak." But listening doesn't mean believing everything you hear. Learn to separate wisdom from fear. Constructive criticism helps you grow. Constant discouragement holds you back. Protect your vision, because some people will never understand a dream they were never meant to carry. Number 4, the perpetual victim. Life can be unfair. Everyone faces struggles. Stoicism recognizes this, but there's a difference between experiencing hardship and building your entire identity around it. The perpetual victim blames everything and everyone. Their boss, their family, society, bad luck, the economy. Nothing is ever their responsibility. And because nothing is their responsibility, nothing ever changes. Imagine someone trapped in a room. The door is unlocked, but they spend years complaining about being trapped instead of turning the handle. That's what the victim mentality does. It convinces people they are powerless even when opportunities exist. The danger? Spend enough time around this mindset and you may start adopting it yourself. Marcus Aurelius wrote, "The impediment to action advances action. What stands in the way becomes the way." Stoics don't ignore obstacles. They use them. Show compassion to victims, but don't become trapped in their worldview. Encourage responsibility. Encourage growth. Because empowerment begins the moment we stop waiting for someone else to save us. Number 5, the manipulator. Not every enemy attacks directly. Some smile. Some flatter. Some make you feel guilty. Some make their desires look like your responsibilities. The manipulator is skilled at getting what they want while making you feel obligated to give it. They know exactly which emotional buttons to press. Your kindness, your loyalty, your empathy, your fear of disappointing others. Little by little, they train you to ignore your own needs, until one day you wake up feeling used. Stoicism teaches personal sovereignty, the ability to govern yourself, to think clearly, to act intentionally. The manipulator wants control over your decisions. The Stoic takes that control back. Learn to say no without guilt. Set clear boundaries. And remember, someone who truly respects you will also respect your limits. As Epictetus said, "No man is free who is not master of himself." Don't hand your freedom to someone else's agenda. Number 6, the energy drainer. Have you ever met someone who leaves you exhausted after every conversation? Not because they're evil, not because they're cruel, but because they constantly take without giving. Every discussion revolves around their problems, their worries, their needs, their emotions. Hours disappear, your mental energy disappears, and somehow they leave feeling better while you feel depleted. Stoics valued their energy because they understood that attention is one of life's most precious resources. If your energy is constantly drained, you have less strength for your goals, your family, and your own growth. The solution isn't cruelty. It's boundaries. Protect your time. Protect your attention. Protect your emotional reserves. Because if you allow everyone unlimited access to your energy, you'll have nothing left for yourself. Number 7. The time thief. Of all the dangerous people on this list, this one may be the most costly. Because unlike money, you can never get your time back. The time thief doesn't always mean harm. Sometimes they're simply careless. They constantly interrupt, distract, delay, and consume hours of your life with things that don't matter. One unnecessary conversation, one pointless argument, one distraction after another. Days become weeks, weeks become years, and suddenly your most important goals remain unfinished. Seneca warned, "It is not that we have a short time to live, but that we waste much of it." Think about that. Your life is being built right now, hour by hour, minute by minute. Who you allow to consume your time ultimately shapes who you become. Choose carefully, because every yes to distraction is often a no to your future. As we've explored these 7 dangerous types of people, there's one final lesson Stoicism wants us to remember. This video is not about judging others. It's about developing awareness, because the greatest danger isn't recognizing these traits in others. It's refusing to see them in ourselves. At different moments in life, we may all become the complainer, the victim, the naysayer, the manipulator, or the time thief. True Stoic wisdom begins with self-examination. So ask yourself, which of these types have you encountered most often? And more importantly, have you ever become one of them yourself? Share your thoughts in the comments below. If you found this video valuable, don't forget to like, subscribe, and join our growing community of Stoic thinkers. Until next time, guard your mind, protect your peace, and choose carefully who you allow to influence your life.